Welcome to Foundation Focus. I'm Tom Jones, the president of the St. Lucie County Education Foundation. And the Education Foundation is a 501c3 not-for-profit that is dedicated to furthering public education right here in St. Lucie County. We were founded over 26 years ago with a singular purpose to provide aid to our schools, and we do that in the manner of scholarships to our children to help them graduate. We also provide grants to our teachers to further the educational experience. And more recently, we're providing a new program called the STAR Scholars Workforce Readiness Program, which is a mentoring program. And we're now mentoring 11th and 12th graders who are struggling and helping them graduate and helping them get a job and graduate work ready. So one of the major activities of the foundation is to raise money. And we've spoken about that many times on this program. Fundraising really takes place through businesses, and it also takes place through donors like yourself. And I just wanted to thank all of you for supporting the foundation. And we've been doing this now for 26 years. And there's a definite pace to the foundation. The school calendar, of course, drives us. And right now we're in the season of matching grants. Each year, the state of Florida provides us with an opportunity to raise money through the private sector, and then in September, they will match those donations dollar for dollar. So we're now at the point where we're raising money. One of the biggest programs that we've had for a number of years is called Coupons for Classrooms. And I've talked about this before, but I just wanted to spend some time on it in this program. This program started about 3 years ago, and it's a discount coupon book that we sell first through our classrooms, through our schools, and then we sell it through other outlets as the calendar year goes on. The coupons are good through year-end 2017, and right now, just to give you an example, see how well I can do this, the coupon book features as a major value, $5 off entrance to the county fair, which as of this airing is coming up very soon. So as the county fair opens its gates, if you bought this book, you have 4 coupons worth $5 each, and you can save $5 in fair tickets. The book also has a number of local coupons, and that's the real benefit of this book over many other books. You can dine at a lot of local restaurants, both in Fort Pierce as well as Port St. Lucie. And in fact, I was just doing some math recently, and you can save over $1,000 if you just purchase this book and use the coupons. One of my favorite places to go in Fort Pierce is the 2nd Street Bistro, and they've been doing this since we started this program, and they love this coupon book. They always take the coupons gladly, and they're always and the food is terrific. So I encourage you to purchase the book. The book can be purchased by visiting a Chamber of Commerce office, or you can also log on to efslc.org and click on the coupon book link, and then you can purchase the books right online, and we'll ship it for free. Since the fair is coming up, if you want to buy the coupon book early, the best way is just simply stop into the foundation office, which is at 4204 Okeechobee Road in the school district offices. Just go to the main entrance, tell them you're looking to purchase a book from the Education Foundation, and I will come out to greet you, and you can buy the book. Just bring a check or cash. And this book each year raises tens of thousands of dollars for the foundation. I wanted to mention that the board of the foundation several months ago had asked me to form a committee of individuals to help just think about ways of raising more money and how to look at existing programs like the coupon book program and to find out how to make it even better. And I was at a meeting and I met with Jake from Keller Williams, and I told him who I was, and he had heard about the foundation, and he said, you know what? There's a young man that works for me that you just got to meet. He happens to be here right now. Let me get him for you. And he brought over Dean DeVries, who is an associate with Keller Williams, and Dean joined the committee to help with our fundraising planning. And I'd like to welcome now Dean. Thank you very much for coming to Foundation Focus.
Thanks for having me, Tom. Appreciate it.
I'm really glad you're here. Dean, let's just start off by, first of all, just telling the audience about yourself.
Well, I'm Dean DeVries, St. Lucie County native, grew up in Port St. Lucie. I actually graduated high school from Lincoln Park Academy. After that, left for basically a decade. Went off to school, got a bachelor's degree in marketing, and pretty much a serial entrepreneur from then on. And then last year, I ended up getting my real estate license, moved back to Port St. Lucie. It's a great market here, so decided to parlay a lot of those skill sets and my experience that I had in different marketing ventures and different roles that I played in sales capacities, and like I said, parlay that into real estate, and now helping out the Education Foundation.
Well, thank you, Dean, for your help. You know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and it just so happens that I know Dean's parents. Now, I didn't know when Jake said you really got to meet this young man who you were, but I said, oh, Dean, you know, because you had grown up.
Right.
And I was really pleased because I know how well you did in school. Now, you were a marketing major in college?
Yep, University of South Florida.
South Florida, okay. You know, one of the things the foundation was looking for, and that's why we reached out to you and a couple of other people you had met at the committee meeting, we wanted to reach out to a younger audience. The foundation has been in existence for 26 years. It's right in our charter that we raise money for the support of the public school district, and we tend to have these programs where we do it every year. And we've noticed a trend, okay, and it's not a negative trend, but we noticed that the younger generation really reacts differently to marketing ideas and outreach. And we'll talk about that in a little bit later. But so that's why when you came on board and these other individuals came on board, I had a bias toward looking to the younger people and sharing with all of you the ideas that we had as a foundation and the historical context in which we were operating and raising money to see if we could change that paradigm a bit. And so anyway, we had a great meeting there, but I would like to just step back a little bit. Why don't you tell me about Keller Williams, because it's a great organization. I think many people don't realize how large it is.
Yeah, Keller Williams is actually the #1 real estate company in the world.
Is that right? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
in the world.
Article that came out just a few months ago. So yeah, officially #1 in the world. So it's a huge company. They really pride themselves on the support that they give to their agents. Ultimately, a real estate professional is in business for themselves, and the whole idea of being a part of a brokerage is not being by yourself, and while building your business. And so Keller Williams offers a great platform for agents to inspire their own creativity in building their brand and building their business how they see fit, servicing their clients how they see fit. And actually last year, 2 years ago, actually, Keller Williams was #6 in the county, and we just eclipsed #1 in the county in 2016.
Well, congratulations, and, that's terrific.
Yeah, we beat the #2 competitor by about $50 million. It's all friendly competition.
Sure, but that's great.
Yeah, so it's a great organization. I love working with them. They also work with a lot of other organizations to help support the community and different things, such as the Education Foundation, and just a great organization to be a part of. So I'm really happy.
Well, that's
there.
great. Now you have one office in county or two, or
in St. Lucie County we have the Port St. Lucie office that's right off of right over by PGA.
Right.
But then there's a Vero Beach office. There's also a Fort Pierce office that's being built. Palm City, Stewart.
Okay, you have a large footprint.
Place. Yeah. And actually, the owner of our organization, the franchise owner, it's a franchise system. Our franchise owner owns all of the Keller Williams offices from PGA Gardens to up to Vero Beach. So between our entire reach, we have a network of about 2,000 agents that are kind of in our own little sphere.
Well, that's terrific. You're good corporate citizens, and I wanted to thank you.
Appreciate that.
And I want to thank you personally for coming in.
Yeah, my pleasure.
What happened was we started talking in a general sense about fundraising, and of course you didn't know a lot about what we did, so I started bringing out all the different programs, and I brought out the coupon book.
Yeah.
And
which I thought was a heck of a deal, by the way. I bought one for myself, and I'm like, man, this is awesome.
well, that's great. So tell me what your first reaction was when you saw the book and how we were marketing it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great concept, and I think everybody wants something for less, than what it's actually worth. And so this, the whole idea of the coupon book, where a lot of the proceeds get basically channeled back into the classroom, I love that concept. My initial thought, though, of course, being in real estate, I was thinking, well, how can I serve my community? And that's always the thing that I'm focused on a day-to-day basis. How can I serve my community more through real estate transactions, protecting my sellers, protecting my buyers, et cetera, but also at the same time, how can I serve the community on a greater scale? I think the Education Foundation and the coupon book specifically is a great way that Keller Williams can not only continue to build their brand, but also partner up with the Education Foundation and share the, spread the word about what we're doing in the classrooms here. And especially because we're meeting with people every single day that are new to the community, that have kids that go to school in the school district. It's just a great way to interact with that sector of the community and get this involved. So I don't know if that's the answer
Sure
to your
it is. Yeah,
question.
we actually talked about maybe even making this part of a welcome kit.
Yeah.
And having an opportunity for agents at Keller Williams to offer this at a deep discount or as a gift or for a closing of a home.
Yeah.
And what we had done was we had reached out to our publisher, Save Around, and what they offered was an opportunity to customize each book with a sticker for the agent. So what you've offered us, and we're going to have a meeting on this, is to explore the concept of Keller Williams agents purchasing this book at a deep discount and being able to either provide them as a gift for clients at a closing or selling them for the foundation and then bringing the profits back to the foundation.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, it's a wonderful idea because not only is the Education Foundation branding itself with this coupon book, but one of the biggest challenges that real estate professionals have is how can we continue to brand ourselves. 80% of the people, after working with an agent, 80% of people, when it comes time to purchase a new home or sell their home, can't remember the name of the real estate agent.
Is that right?
Yeah,
that's amazing. Yeah.
I could be wrong on 80%, but it's roughly around 80%, like 83% maybe. But my point is that I think it's a wonderful tool for real estate agents to use as well, and to use it as a way to brand themselves and brand their business. Again, we're putting out really, really good savings and coupons and just value-added things for the community to use. But again, sharing the message is the most important thing. And the message is, what the Education Foundation is doing for the classrooms.
Well, that's great, Dean. Thank you very much. We're very excited about this opportunity. And so we'll be working on that. Part of the committee also was to kind of explore other ways that the foundation could raise money. We've been around 26 years. We tend to think of fundraising as a program or an activity. So we will reach out and do an annual dinner, which is still very good, and it reaches out to a broad audience. But then we do a welcome back event, which we welcome teachers back, and I go out and get sponsors for that. And then we have a Night of the Stars, which I'll talk about a little bit later, which is a wonderful program that celebrates excellence in the school district staff. And I go out and get sponsors for that. But then we started talking broadly about the younger generation and how the younger generation views their own need to help socially. But at the same time, they're very much into social media. They're very fluid. Maybe you could just talk a little bit about that, because you're a lot younger than me.
Sure.
But you talk a little bit about, how the younger generation is thinking about social causes. They're certainly very active in it.
Sure. And you only got a couple years on me, so.
Okay. Thank you.
It looks like. So I think that as technology continues to evolve and we become more connected as a society with social media platforms such as Google, Facebook, et cetera, I think that millennials, my generation specifically, is definitely leading the charge in adopting those ways to communicate and to be connected. So I don't think it's necessarily just limited to millennials. I mean, I think that there's a lot of people that, you know, as we grow older, it's harder for us to change. You know,
Sure.
So,
Oh, yeah.
So one of the things that we've noticed in marketing, just generally speaking, is the adaptation of certain things like Facebook, and Facebook is actually becoming a huge advertising platform for lots of different types of businesses and lots of different organizations. So yeah, I think that once you know, whenever there's new technology that comes out, there's always going to be those early adopters that typically are the ones that are used to this fast-paced, you know, changing environment. And you know, technology in itself changes at a very rapid pace.
It does, absolutely. Yeah.
Exponentially, actually. So when, you know, something takes, you know, a certain level of progress takes 2 years, that same amount of progress after that technology has been developed will only take a year, so on and so forth. And so it's constantly changing, and it's changing faster than ever before. So, so yeah, you know, I think it's important for the Education Foundation, as well as any other organization that, you know, has a great purpose and a great mission and wants to spread that mission. I think it's important to, you know, keep the finger on the pulse of technology and the market, and you know, and how people communicate with those businesses.
You know, someone told me that the younger generation has digital DNA.
Oh yeah,
it's in your blood.
Yeah.
Some of the ideas that we've been pondering at the foundation, and we have our own website, and we have our own Facebook, and now it's becoming more active. For instance, I know that in order to be relevant in the world of social media, you have to be out there, you know, at least once a week and perhaps several times a week, and so I've been working on that. The next step for us is to actually use it as a tool to talk very directly to our audiences. And one of the examples would be that, to me, we have to be relevant every single day. And rather than have the content to be more written, it might be beneficial to have the content more in video. Because one of the things that I've noticed, that if you ever see these videos go viral, okay, and they're going viral because either they're funny or they're clever, but sometimes they go viral because they're heartwarming.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we do at the foundation, by helping out students that are struggling, helping the children graduate, helping students read, there's a lot of good stories where we have provided funding in terms of teacher grants, where we really changed the life of a child. And I'll just tell you a real quick story. I met with a group of 8th graders at a public school just very recently. And the whole audience of 8th graders, there was about 60 of them, were ready to go into high school, because we're just about at the point where we're going to start doing testing and ending the school year. But they were struggling, okay? And most of those students were reading at about the 3rd grade level. So I challenged them to give themselves a gift. I said the best gift that you can give to anyone would be to yourself, and it's a gift of literacy, and it's a gift of knowledge. Because once you have that, then no one can take that knowledge away. And we actually fund programs that help these young adults read, and read at a proficient level. So I've always struggled with the idea is, how do we get that word out? How do we, in a 15-second vignette or a 15-second storyboard, explain to the audience about the wonderful things that the foundation does to really support our programs, our children? Because we know that if a child reads proficiently, they have a huge opportunity to graduate work ready, or graduate with really good grades and go on to college. And if they don't read proficiently by the 3rd grade, they have a 70% chance of failure. And that to us is something that we just have to fix. So what I'm thinking about in terms of social media is those heartwarming stories in little vignettes, and going out there. There's a concept, and you know this better than I do, called crowdsourcing. It's almost like getting everyone to go, oh, wow, look at this video, it's really cool, you know. But the message behind it is not just heart-wrenching or heartwarming, but it's more of a story, and then there's a call to action. And the call to action says, hey, these folks over here are doing something to help to solve this problem. And that's what I'm looking for. And I'm so glad that you came in and joined our committee, because you were able to kind of guide me in terms of thinking about how we can use Facebook, how we could change our website. You even mentioned it in the coupon book. You said, look, let's take the coupon book to a digital media. You got to get an app.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have an app. Now, there is a static app where you can load this on your iPhone, but it has a limited number of coupons in there, and they're not local. So the next step, and I'd mentioned this to the publisher, was, hey, let's have a very robust app that actually has all of the local coupons on there, because although this book is terrific, you have to, cut it out.
Bring it around.
Carry it around,
And also another great idea is not just having a hard copy book, but, I know, but most of my books, I've got probably 200 books in my library. And when I say library, I mean my iPad. So digital books, having a digital version, a PDF version, where somebody can just load it up on their phone. Or have it hosted onto a website where they say, okay, I'd like to claim this. They have a username and a password. They click on the coupon that they want to use, redeem it, and then it pops up on their iPhone or their smartphone or whatever, and they could show it, scan it, show it to whichever coupon they're using, whatever business is offering it.
Right.
So that's one easy thing that we could be doing. And your point about the videos. There's an idea that was just born. So, that's a wonderful idea. A lot of people, the trend that we're seeing in marketing is that, and you always know what's hot right now because of what Facebook is doing. They're obviously always looking to continue to connect with their community. And the thing that they're pushing right now is the Facebook Live videos. Well, that just tells you that video is one of the best forms of communication on social platforms and online platforms. So it doesn't necessarily have to be 15 seconds, but definitely under 90 seconds. That's when our attention just kind of goes away. But yeah, a 90-second video, something that invokes emotion, whether it be entertaining or whether it be tugging on the heartstrings. Those are all things that get people tied in and makes you want to listen. And we want people to sit on the edge of their seat while listening to what the Education Foundation is doing to better our communities. And then, like you said, a call to action.
Well, that's great, Dean. Thank you so much. Well, you're not going away, okay?
Nope.
We're going to form, the committee's going to be meeting a second time in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to dig a little bit deeper. And I want to thank you for your help in creating another avenue for this book, but more importantly for your help in guiding me and thinking about social media and the way that we can begin to market the foundation in a totally different avenue. And I just want to say to the audience that stay tuned, because as we roll out the new school year in June and July, we'll be planning for a lot of these thoughts. So, Dean, stay right there. But I wanted to thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure.
And
thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. I just wanted to end the program with a couple of comments. First of all, as this program airs, we just completed Night of the Stars. And Night of the Stars, as many of you might know, is the annual celebration of excellence in the school district staff. And it's sort of like the Academy Awards. And it was held at Lincoln Park Academy on February the 18th, broadcasted live by our friends here at WLX-TV. And we had over 800 people attending. It was a sellout crowd. And at this event, we celebrated all of the excellent nominees who are in all stages of the school district. They're teachers, they're staff members, they're administrators, and it culminated in the announcement of the finalists and the winners. So I just wanted to read them off, and then we're going to have them here in a future program. But Bridget Hyde at Rivers Edge Elementary is the first-year teacher winner. Zakiah Owens from Chester A. Moore Elementary School is the Distinguished Minority Educator of the Year winner. Dawn Parker is the winner of the School-Related Employee of the Year. And John Davino from Samuel Gaines K-8 is our Teacher of the Year winner. So I want to offer my congratulations to all of these outstanding individuals and also to all of the other nominees, and to offer our congratulations. I also want to thank our sponsors. This year we had a number of sponsors. PNC Bank came on as our Grand Benefactor of the Year, And then we also had Mid-Florida Credit Union as a sponsor for Teacher of the Year, Proctor Construction Company for the School-Related Employee of the Year, Distinguished Minority Educator sponsor was Kaiser University, and then for Outstanding First-Year Teacher of the Year, we had Seacoast Bank. So I wanted to thank all of our sponsors and look forward, just to ask the audience to look to a future program where we'll have an opportunity to meet all of these outstanding winners and have a conversation. I also wanted to mention a little bit about scholarships. As Night of the Stars ends, the foundation just keeps on going, and we're right into our scholarship season. Each year, the foundation provides anywhere from 60 to 70 scholarships to students that are graduating from high school and moving on to college. That scholarship program is ongoing right now. So if you have a student in the public schools, or if you know someone who's graduating from our public schools, please log on to our website at efslc.org, click on scholarships, take a look at the scholarship guide, download the application and then begin filling it out, and then getting those scholarships applications over to the foundation. What we will be doing in April and May is cataloging and gathering up all those applications. A committee will form. We will award the scholarships. And then on Thursday, May 11th, at Fort Pierce Central High School, we will have a ceremony. And last year we awarded $60,000 in scholarships, and this year it looks like we'll have even more. So scholarship season is on us, and I encourage everyone who is a graduating senior at a public school to log on to our website. I also want to mention, as we're closing, a new program that I have discussed before, but this program is now launching officially in several days. It's called the Star Scholars Workforce Readiness Program. And this program is designed to help struggling 11th and 12th graders graduate work ready from high school, and also the foundation would be there for a scholarship. And what this program does, it links together business individuals like Keller Williams and brings them together to help mentor students in the discipline which they have, but to help them learn real life skills and to give them a sense of the hard skills and the soft skills that they will need to succeed in the business world. This is linked up with the career and technical education programs, and so we're focusing in on manufacturing, we're on pre-engineering, healthcare, automotive, finance, business, and we have a number of sponsors that have stepped up. So we're looking forward to launching this program, and you'll hear a lot more about Star Scholars in the next coming months. So my thanks to all of you, and we'll see you next month.